everyone, welcome to another week. This week we're coming to you from Hawaii at our Airbnb. So on the blog front this week, we actually have an article coming out about appraisals, and it really covers the three ways that appraisers use to get a value for your property.
Yeah, it's a really important article for those who are looking to do more advanced strategies like BRRRRs, or maybe even flipping a property. You really need to know the value of the property after you renovate it.
Yeah, and cash out refinances as well.
Very important, yeah. And then on Rich Doc Poor Doc, our podcast, this week we have one of my good friends, Russ Richmond. He's a physician and entrepreneur, and he was somebody that I really respect because of his ability to lead and really get people to follow him. He's such a good leader that people just follow him from company to company. And he has a company now where he's focusing on burnout. And one of the ways to combat burnout is to have better leaders, better managers, people who are managing the people in the front lines.
Yeah, I got a lot of tips from him that I can apply to semi-retired MD. And then in semi-retired MD news, our course is done. Everyone did amazing. It was an incredible class. Yeah. Took a lot of action, and we were so proud and impressed to see a lot of people just closing on properties right that last week. It was awesome. In case you guys missed our announcement last week, next course is going to start sales in March 27th. And that's of course because we just shifted everything up because of me being pregnant.
Yeah. And then on the real estate side, our supported living company told us that they were going to be departing one of our units. And so that was disappointing in some ways, but as always, that creates opportunities, right? So we're now thinking about, do we want to have a long-term renter in there? I'm also talking to a different supported living company, but another option is to sell, and then we can 1031 into a larger property, which we're planning on buying this year anyway.
Yeah, and we're actually rehabbing a house right now that we were going to sell too. So we would just have a bigger down payment for a bigger property, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And in personal life, we're still here in Hawaii. We are loving this Airbnb. It's in Kailua. It's a block away from the beach, and it's really got us thinking about whether or not we could find an Airbnb in Hawaii and make the numbers work. For those of you who are interested in doing short-term rentals, make sure you check out our cash and cash calculator for short-term rentals. I think the easiest way to find it is to go to our podcast and look for the episode called Short-Term Rental Long-Term Plans about our short-term rental in Index, Washington, right on the river. And we put the cash and cash calculator link in there, and it's specifically for short-term rentals to kind of help you think about how much cash and cash return you can get from a property.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it for the week. We will see you guys next week.